Last thing for Raw on Netflix, not officially announced, but it was teased on Monday. No, not the Wyatt Six, because that's what I fucking thought. They aired a vignette on Monday night with a zero flashing, and it was really weird. I'm thinking, oh, why are we seeing the Wyatt Six? They already talked about the Wyatt Six earlier, because they're doing Dexter Lumis versus The Miz on Raw next week. And that was all they showed was the zero. I expected Bo Dallas to pop up or whatever, and nothing happened. It was just a line through the zero, and that was it. Like a fucking idiot. You would think of anyone that would know what that was a reference to, it would be me, as someone who's been following this guy for the last 10 years through Lucha. I have all the fucking merchandise and all this other shit. Pentagon Jr. looks like he could be WWE bound, and people are saying, oh, like I know PW Insider said it probably is him. But, people online were like, oh, if it ends up being him. Like, what else would this be for? Like, they know what they would be doing if they showed a zero with a line. Like, what the fuck else could that even be? Obafemi? Chase U? Like, what could that even mean? That's ridiculous. It's gotta be for Pentagon, who's now a free agent as of a couple weeks ago, who also just told AAA that I'm done here and I gotta move on to something else. I mean, it's gotta be Pentagon, which would be fucking perfect. First of all, I think he could get over in WWE. But second of all, I think it'd be perfect because on that show, they save him for the Netflix Raw, which they showed a quick graphic of after they showed the zero thing. It's going to be in Los Angeles. That's where they used to tape Lucha Underground at the temple, the amazing temple. That would just be so perfect, and debut a new star in front of that crowd. That's going to be a hot crowd. That's going to be a big night, and for him to debut on that show, I feel like is a big opportunity for him. So I know, again, we've talked about Penta being WWE bound before, but looks like it might now finally be official. And do you think he could get over in WWE? What are the chances he does well in a WWE environment?
I think he's going to do well. I mean, I feel bad for Felix. He's still in AEW, just sitting on the couch. But, I mean, right when I saw that, instantly thought it was Penta. Can't believe you thought it was the Wyatt Six, Mark. But no, I think he can do well. And depending on how well he does, it can kind of just loop into when his brother's available, and you can just kind of go into a full Lucha Brothers type. I feel like cementing him as a big deal and then bringing his brother in down the line, it just makes so much sense. I'm assuming that's the direction they're going in, but I think he'll do good, and I'm excited to see him in WWE.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. He was in Lucha a decade ago, was when he said, Vampira, I am your master. Like, that was a decade ago, which makes us feel old, obviously, just hearing that. But, no, I think he's going to do well in WWE, and I agree. I think introducing him first on his own is smart. If they came in as a tag team immediately, I think they'd be over, but you establish Penta, who I also think, honestly, has a higher ceiling as a singles guy than Rey Fenix, who's great, but they kind of already have a Rey Fenix with what he can do in Dragon Lee, and they're not doing fuck all with him right now, so I'd rather see Penta do his own thing, go in there, break some fucking arms and shit, get over, hopefully call him either Penta El Zero Miedo or something similar. Don't take away his entire arsenal. His finisher is the package pile driver, so he ain't doing that in WWE, I don't think. He's got to change it up a little bit. But still do the Zero Miedo. I think he can get over, so it's definitely cool, and I think
what do you think they start him off with?
Anyone but the LWO, right? I feel like that's who they should not start him off with. What if Logan Paul came out and then like Penta just interrupted him and just destroyed him? That would be cool. Not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I mean, not that I want to see him with the all LWO, but I think him versus Rey Mysterio would be a good start. Like,
that'd be awesome, yeah.
Like him, just breaking Rey Mysterio's arm on the first Netflix. I'd go nuts.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I would probably just bring him in as a heel. Like, I feel like he's going to get over as a babyface, but I don't know. I just see money in him because I just feel like you just look at him and he looks fucking cool, and he can go too.
I just feel like you have him come in, attack Rey Mysterio, like I said, break his arm, whatever, mow through the rest of the LWO, and then you can do him and Rey at WrestleMania.
Woof. Now I'm excited. I could see that. I don't know if they're going to give Penta his own match in Mania. There's only so many spots, and I don't know if they're going to want to. I mean, I see them going.
Rey Mysterio, he's a legend.
Listen, I agree, but I could see them going the Andrade route with him, where when Andrade ended up getting over and having the matches with Carmelo, which were great. But for a while there, when he first came back, he was in the Rumble, and they're not waiting until the Rumble. It looks like he will be on Netflix. Thank fucking God, which is cool. But I think he might come in and then just win a bunch of squash matches, and then they don't really have much for him to do until after Mania. I think that'd be a mistake. I do. I think pairing him with Rey would be a much better idea.
Especially with like at least like Andrade, obviously people already kind of knew who he was. Like a new face, like you kind of have to bring in like you kind of got to go all the way. You got to kind of put the rocket up his ass and like make it a big deal. Like like I said, I'd go in that direction. I'd have him attack Ray, blow through the LWO, him and Ray at WrestleMania. I mean that sounds great to me.
Hey, you know what?
2 nights, you can figure it out.
No, I agree. Like last year, they had what was it? Rey Mysterio and Andrade, right? Versus Santos and not Carlito. Dominic. That was the tag team
Dominic, yeah.
A glorified Raw or SmackDown match. But I got Rey and Dominic on the show. I got Santos on the show, which was cool. I got Andrade on the show, which was cool. So, that match, what that match was, that could be Penta versus Rey Mysterio this year. And as they say in the old Lucha Underground days, take my pesos. I would love to see it.